Well, good afternoon. If I can get everybody's attention on this wonderful sunny spring afternoon. I was prepared to talk to all of us about what would happen if it was raining today. I read a week ago in a magazine I get that only the beauty of rainbows comes when we merge sun and rain together, but it's I like it this way better for us today. It's really a special day that we're here together to welcome what I think is an important historic occasion, a very, very important moment in our company's transition and transformation. Today's ceremony is being broadcast live to the buildings at all of our Dayton locations, also being taped and will be made available for all of our GIS locations around the world. So let's do the following. Please recognize this hour as an appropriate time to commemorate our very proud past and celebrate and prepare for our very bright future together. Our history is a great foundation on which for us to grow to our future. In our new name, in our new banner, what reflects our unique capabilities as a company, the compelling power of bringing computing and communicating together. Tied together with our get it, move it, use it strategy, combines our great strengths from the past, the dynamic power of our synergy of the future, into being the very best in those markets that we've selected to be worldwide leaders in. The memories and the stories we recall lead us into the present and on to the future. We have with us today some very special people that we're going to hear from in just a second that will share some very, very special memories. First, I'd like to introduce, in fact, it's a great pleasure to introduce Roy Wittenbach, who joined us from his home today in Evansville, Indiana. Roy retired as a branch manager for our company in 1955, almost 40 years ago, after a 25-year history that began in Dayton at the Boys Box factory. Roy, if you and your wife would please come forward, we're looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you for being here.
My visit today is a most special honor. Due to my poor eyesight, I have asked my wife to read some of my thoughts for yesterday and today. Here is Mary.
I quote, "Indicative of NCR's principles, customs, values, and traditions, I have been remembered as one of its family, even in my retirement. NCR has been close to my heart for 67 years, from the office training building, earlier called the Boys Box Factory, to branch manager in Easton and Pottsville, Pennsylvania, Macon, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, and the offer to manage the New York City branch. There were 5 men who influenced my NCR career greatly: Colonel E.A. Deeds, John Barringer, C.E. Steffi, John Wilson, and S.C. Allen. John Patterson, our founder, Jerry Stead, our new head coach, and I have one important thing in common. We all grew up on a farm. Honor, honesty, and helpfulness were the badges always worn by company management. The wealth of selling helps from the company was extraordinary incentive to work hard and to succeed. Among many, many memories of my NCR career, and I'm Roy now, you know, there are 5 etched in my mind deeply. The joy on the day the NCR accepted my application for admission to the office training school. The sales meetings which generated enthusiasm and teamwork. The thrill in making my first 100-point club in 1934. Sugar Camp's profitable learning experiences, and of great importance, the lasting and true friendships made there. Roy continues by saying, I'm happy that NCR became part of another great and respected company, AT&T. I'm happy that our progress toward excellence in a changing world is an important factor in the merger, which results in productive, up-to-date performance. Also, I'm glad our company is represented in many I'm glad our company is represented in many countries throughout the world. Our logo says it all. If I could live my life over again, I'd choose the very same career with NCR, using up-to-date technology and modern methods. And after all these years, I'm still very proud to be an infinitesimal part of so great a company, even in retirement.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Well, thank you for the wonderful words. Us farm folks do okay, don't we? Now, the next person, who is a recent retiree that we're going to ask to come forward and share some thoughts with us in just a second, I think is a very special sharing of thoughts. 9 days after we announced our new name, the Dayton Daily News printed a letter to the editor from Don Greiner, who's with us today. We've asked him to read that letter because I think it represents not just his feelings, but so many of our people's feelings all around the world. It was so thoughtful and so special. So Don, please, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for this moment in time. Many lives are richer thanks to the cash. This is a tribute to all the persons across the world who have given their hard work and imagination not only for their own careers, but also for NCR. Many of us are grateful and proud to have been part of a company with such a tradition as the Cash, NCR. The retail businesses NCR was built to serve were and still are the foundation of market economies worldwide. Although few of its products now are made in Dayton, in the days when NCR's plants lined Stewart and other streets in the south of Dayton, its manufacturing achievements and people who made them possible were something to be proud of. The fact that we produced here 95% of the parts for precision cash registers with 8,000 working parts is still impressive. NCR doesn't just mean NCR. It stands for a corporate culture that valued high standards of service to its customers and innovative benefits to its employees. Many of its former employees and their families cherish the association they had with the company. It represented to them a human way of doing business. NCR has always known that time brings change. Even John H. Patterson, its founder, had the words, "We progress through change," inscribed on one of the NCR buildings. Individuals within NCR and the company as a whole survived by changing to meet projective new needs of customers and the marketplace. The company has always had people with vision and great ideas. Some of them have been fortunate enough to see their ideas implemented in their lifetimes. Many firsts come to mind. No carbon required paper, the first computerized cash registers, and digital video interactive systems, to name but three. By selecting great people such as Charles Kettering and thousands of others, the company captured and held a market edge. Patterson gave us a company and a job to do. We made the most of it. That's opportunity. And that's all any human being wants in life. NCR's name may go away, but I'm grateful in every fiber of my body to have been part of a wonderful chapter in the life of the company. I extend my hand to all those across the world who share my pride in my beloved cash. Thank you and God bless you.
Great job. Thank you, Don. Don started almost 41 years ago when he was 15 as a messenger boy. I asked him how he liked retirement, and would you like to tell us?
Oh, endless. It's tremendous.
He said it's tremendous. He said we should all try it as soon as we possibly can. 15, fantastic. Our next speaker is representing a special group of people. He's a second-generation associate. His father worked for our company for almost 40 years. So Bruce, who has almost 20 years with our company, should have, and I'm sure we're going to be enjoying listening to a very interesting perspective on our company. He spent the last several months on our transition team that's been working so hard to help move all of us onto our new customer-focused business model. Bruce, please come and share your thoughts with us, and thank you and the whole transition team for a job well done.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. I want to take a few moments, give you some personal observations as well as a little family history. As Jerry mentioned, I've been here almost 20 years, and I'm proud to be part of a long, distinguished heritage with the company. My father did pass a lot of heritage on to me. He worked here some 40 years, mostly in field engineering, and I grew up in the great state of Wyoming, where he and a handful of other field engineers covered the entire state, mostly repairing mechanical cash registers. During that period, he witnessed and became part of the transition and the transformation of mechanical over to electronics and computers. And luckily, I was a part of that as well and saw some of that transitioning going on. As a second-generation associate, the thing that I'm most proud of and the thing that I'm involved with on a day-to-day basis is the transformation that we're making and the convergence of communications and computers, which is a very exciting part of what we're going to be all about. Recently, because of the ceremony that we're having here today, Dad and I sat down and had an opportunity to talk about our name change. And we realized that to some, this will seem like an end to a very proud identity. But in reality, he and I see this really as just a transformation, really a natural evolution. And the way that we did that is we went through and looked at the history and the heritage of both NCR and AT&T. It's astounding what the similarities are, especially in both being family-oriented companies. When you look at that heritage, it seemed to us that the convergence is inevitable. It was meant to be. So we are not saddened by what's taking place in the name change today. It is that natural evolution that we should all look forward to. All of us should be happy that we are a part of and should be proud that we are a part of our key accomplishments that we've made here, and be excited by the challenge and rewards that I know we're all going to face in the future. I feel happy and proud to have been a part of the entire family. both AT&T and NCR. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Bruce. As I think many of you are and know, second and third generation associates are not unusual, and it's a great part of our history again, and a wonderful part of a family history that we want to continue. Our final speaker today is an associate who has been with our company since 1989, just about 5 years. Karen McGee is a member of our Global Human Resource team. Karen, would you like to come and share your thoughts with us? Thank you.
Getting the opportunity to share with all of you both my personal and professional successes with NCR is indeed a treat, as well as an honor and a privilege. But before I could tell you about those successes, I must first tell you how I became a member of the NCR family. I moved to Dayton in June of 1989 during a major transition in my life. I was looking for a new start for my 9-year-old son, Michael, and myself. I only knew about 4 people in Dayton and had spent no more than a few days in the Miami Valley. But I was determined to start a new career and to build a bright future for my family. And it all began the day I walked into USG and filled out that first application and opened the door to a wealth of opportunity. I began as an administrative staff with responsibilities as wide-ranging as setting up conferences to keeping my manager's calendar on an even keel. And believe me, that wasn't always easy. My next move came quick. I was still in the administrative support role, but now for the Director of Financial Reporting and Analysis. With this job came more responsibilities and even greater challenges. But the challenges were not only in the office of NCR, but outside as well, with a lot of encouragement and support from my manager, family, and friends. I had decided to go back to complete my bachelor's degree. That meant sometimes 8 hours of work, followed by 2 hours of parent-teachers meetings, and then quality time with my son. And let's not forget homework, and that was my homework. That usually came just before I passed out from exhaustion. And then what seemed like 5 minutes later, I was back at work. But I can proudly say that it's all worked out. I will be receiving my bachelor's degree June 11th, 1994 from Wilberforce University. I have maintained a strong relationship with my son, and all the while, my performance at work continued to receive outstanding ratings. In addition, I've just received a promotion and is now a human resources journalist within Global Human Resources. I am proud to have been a part of NCR and am excited, delighted, and anticipate continual encouragement, support, many, many more opportunities as a result of change, as well as a bright and successful future with AT&T Global Information Solutions. I would like to close by referring to the AT&T GIS slogan, but in a transitioning version, beginning with the merger. We got it, we're using it, now it's time to move it. Farewell, NCR, hello, and welcome, AT&T Global Information Solutions.
Thank you. That's great. Thank you, Karen, and thank all 5 of these wonderful special people covering over 65 years of our history. Thank you. You know, it occurs to me as I look out here, this winter, this terrible winter we had, I kept getting emails and calls saying, shouldn't we close the facility so we can go home? I kept saying no. As you remember, what we should do is get those same requests on nice days. That's when you should want to go home. Just an idea. I didn't say we'd do it. The thoughts and memories that we've heard today will be preserved in a memory book for all of us that's being developed by our public relations and associate information team. Input is being solicited from our associates and retirees around our world. The book, the memory book, and the yesterday and today video that we'll be seeing in just a moment will be made available to every one of us as a memento of this special historic occasion. As we remember the past, we should look forward to a very bright future. Our company's new name, AT&T Global Information Solutions, clearly reflects our strategic direction and our capabilities on a global basis. In fact, as you know, our name was selected by our customers. These strengths that we bring will help us, help our customers to more effectively get, move, and use information and to better understand and serve their customers, a role unique and special to us that no one in our world can match. So with that, let's officially unveil the company logo, AT&T Global Information Solutions. In just a minute, we're going to see the yesterday and today video that I just talked about, but I do want to thank the drummer and the band that was here on behalf of all of us. They had to go to another important activity, a baseball game. So let's send them our very best. Then, thank you very much. Then following the video, there'll be refreshments, so please enjoy them together on this great day. Register for the door prizes, and thanks for this being part of, I think, this very, very special day. As I said, our future is very bright. We are no longer the company we once were, and we are not yet the company that we want to be. Together, we can make it happen. Have a great day, people. Thank you very much.